Welcome back to my channel. This is the first time of watching my video. Help me endeavor to subscribe to my channel and hit on the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop a new video. Alright, so today we'll be talking about 3 effective strategies that's very effective in trading that every trader must know. The first one is your support and resistance scalping strategy. You guys may have heard about it, or some of you may know it, but you don't know how to use it effective well. The second is your trending market scalping strategy, and the third one is your order block. These are the 3 effective trading scalping strategies every trader must note, and it's very effective. It works, and it works. You get? So without wasting much of your time, we should dive in. And I assume that you guys already understood what support and resistance are, your um, demand and supply zone as well, because that comprises of your support and resistance. So about knowing that, if you still don't understand what support and resistance is, I will still do a consecutive video on it. So just hit the notification bell, subscribe, and get notified whenever I drop a new video, so you wouldn't be caught unawares. You understand? All right, so we are watching on a Bitcoin USDT chart. Bitcoin is always a very good chart to analyze when you're talking about cryptocurrency pair, because strategizing Bitcoin being strategizing other strategies. As you could see here, I'm spotting a reversed or an inverse head and shoulder strategy, showing that Bitcoin may go up to this point. Bitcoin will head to 23k USDT soon. All right, but that's not what we're talking about today. We'll be talking about scalping, basic scalping strategies, and we'll be talking about the 3 I've mentioned above, and we'll start with the first one, which is your support and resistance scalping strategy. All right, now we should spot the support. Before you start, just spot support. You could see on this chart, we could see supports here. This is my horizontal rates, so I have them already. So we could see a support here. This is a support. I can reduce this my pixel to 1 pixel, so you can be seeing it very well, or make it 2, so you can be seeing it very well. 3. All right, so we are choosing our support. Okay, I think I should go on this now that we can see here. All right, so we have a support here also. I'll make you see this. All right, so we have a support here also. We also have another support here. And remember, this strategy works on 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hours time frame, on how time frame. So if you're talking about the scalping strategies, always make sure that you're using a higher time frame. You get? All right, and remember, for you to call a spot a perfect support or resistance, it may touch either the lower low or the higher high 3 or more. You get 3 or more for you to call it a perfect support. Don't just see 2 or see 1 and say, okay, this is support. No, make sure you see 3 or more. If not, trace down. There's what we call a top-down analysis. Always do that for you to be able to signal a very good position. You'll get? All right, so now we'll be talking about that scalping strategy. The first one, support and resistance scalping strategy. I'll be specific on the support for now. So remember, I do tell people, or I do tell everyone, don't buy once a candlestick hits a support point. No, it's very, very wrong. That's the mistake people make. Don't buy once a candlestick hits a support. For example, if this candlestick hit this support now, bam, don't buy. If you hit this one, don't buy. You may see, you may go, but don't buy. It's what we call risk management. You should have your trading strategies. Don't buy. Always wait for a confirmation. That confirmation we now bring about what we call trading the breakout. Always wait for a breakout for you to trade, or a retest in that point for you to trade. You understand? It's very simple. Now, if you see this candlestick, now for example, this first candlestick, bearish candlestick, it was a support on this other side, but we're not talking about that because we want to watch the first one. This is the support here. Now you could see this formed a pin bar, which is a hammer, and a hammer is also a bullish candlestick. So spotting this already here signals you that you should buy. And always make sure that if you buy on this strategy, put your take profit in the nearest resistance. Now if I buy on the support, my take profit should be on the nearest resistance, which is somewhere here. As you could see, once the market now reached sorry. All right, so this should be our take profit, this point here. So if I buy here, my take profit should be here, the nearest resistance. So the market also reaching this our nearest resistance and retrace back. So you could see this strategy works very, very, very well, and it's very understandable. So as you could see, we'll check out on others. Always make sure you buy on a retest of that point. If it breaks out, buy the retest on the breakout. Now if it break out, it's what, for example, okay, now we could see here this bear candlestick, it hits. Some people, once it just hits, some people may go and buy thinking that it's a perfect support. No, because as you could see now, it broke out and it retested that point again. Now I'll zoom this in so you can see it very well. It retested this perfect point again. It broke out that trend and retested the point, therefore making this resistance to be a support. Now this resistance is already a support for these two candlesticks because it retested it. Had it been that this candlestick now broke out of this support called resistance and the body of this candlestick is above this trend, then you should know that it's not a perfect time to short. You get me now? It's not a perfect time to short. Understood me? But due to the fact that the upper wick retested this horizontal ray, which is our support, thereby making it a resistance, you should just short because it's already a confirmation that's a breakout and also a retest for you to short. You understand? So that's how to trade, either buying or selling for this candlestick. um I don't want to be buttressing much, so I wouldn't make the video much bulky. So this is how that of the support works, and same goes for that of the resistance. You get? So that's just all about the scalping, support and resistance scalping strategy, and we'll be talking about the next one, which is our trending scalping strategy. All right, so you guys should be conversant with your trending markets. There are two types of trending markets. We have our um um uptrend and the downtrend. The uptrend, if you want to draw, or if we want to draw a trend, now we'll come here, make sure that you are on your trend, or you could use your arrow, depending. I use arrow. You just put it at a perfect point. I will spot a perfect point. We will put it at a perfect point. Now if we were to draw, and also the same thing happens for trend, make sure that it's touching higher highs, 3 or more. You get 3 or more. Don't see 2 points and call it a trend. Just find a perfect position that is may touch 2 or 3 and draw. You get? So now I can see this is a perfect trend, so I can just extend this down no matter how far it goes. All right, okay, I think this is a perfect one here. All right, so I will just reduce this to 1 pixel so we can see a very big picture. Good, so we got a very perfect trend here. I will just use a single chart for it to make this video. All right, so now this was a downtrend. Now watch out these strategies and how it work here. Watch out this strategy and how it work here. Always make sure that now this trend now can act as your support and resistance. If it is above this, if it is above here, it's acting as your what? Your resistance. If it is on, if the candlestick is under here, it's acting as your support. If the candlestick is on top, it's acting as your resistance. Are you understanding me? If the candlestick is on bottom, it's acting as your support. If the candlestick is under, it's acting as your resistance. It's very tricky, and it's also different from that of trend because this is a sideways chart right now. You get? So now this is a support, this is a resistance. It hit the candlestick here, it went down. As you could see, it tested this point, tried to break out, but it didn't break out. If this was a week supposed to be here, it means that this candlestick also didn't break out. It never broke out here, it broke out here. It broke out to this third point. After the breakout, you could see it didn't form a perfect wick here. There's no wick here. This can also be called a mabruzi. There's a candlestick we call a mabruzi, and you should know. That's why I say in all these strategies, you should be conversant with your um, candlestick types. So you should know when a mabruzi is to be formed for you to buy or sell. You understand? So this is a bearish mabruzi. What does a bearish mabruzi tell you? Is it buy or sell? A bearish mabruzi, I guess it should say sell. So that means it broke out here, but it's not a perfect confirmation. That's why you shouldn't take that trade. You see that why the knowledge of candlestick is very much important in this. So I would advise you to go back to study your candlestick, or you could chat me up on a conversant video. I will take you on candlestick types and how to know every candlestick. Now you could see it retested this point, it went down, it retested, it went down, there's no breakout. So you can either trade this candlestick in two ways. One way is you trade when a candlestick hits that your trend in a support manner, and another candlestick retested it. Now this candlestick hit this trend and this other candlestick retested. As you could see, it didn't retest in full, but it retested. Shows that the market is gonna fall. Do you understand? And that means your take profit should be in the nearest support. So you should just, if I zoom this chart in, I will just find a support position here. I'll just find a support position here, and I'll just put it here. So this point now should be my take profits. I shorted from here and it went here. So as you could see, our take profit position was executed. So that's how to go about the um, trending scalping strategy. You could see. So we also noticed something, that there are series of breakouts here. But do you know why we didn't buy? I'll zoom this in so you see. There are series of candlesticks here, but do you know why we didn't buy? Because all these are what we call, this is a doji, but it's a special kind of doji we call a beige, or I can also call it a beige pin bar. It's an inverted hammer. It can be a doji, it can be an inverted hammer. You understand? This is a gravestone doji, if I'm not mistaken. It's a gravestone doji, signals you, and those a bearish pin bar, it's a bearish reversal pattern. So in our ray, it's saying it broke out that trend, but in candlestick, it's saying that it's a sell signal. So that's not a perfect market to enter on. So no matter how it's 50-50 in your eye, don't trade. Just wait for a perfect confirmation. You understand? So now, as you could see here, we spotted a doji, and a doji in the market is an indecision. Market is either reversing in the uptrend or in the downtrend. We don't know. It's the next candlestick that will confirm for you. So as you could see in this third one, we spotted a doji. Then we now saw a very big bullish Mabruzi. And what does a bullish Mabruzi say? Buy. So that is already a confirmation on your own that the market is gonna go up, because we saw a doji here, which is on top of the candlestick, and then we saw a Mabruzi. I bought BTC from this point. That point it was so if um I were to buy Bitcoin, although I bought at this point, my entry point was somewhere around here. I entered somewhere around here, which is about 18.7. I bought at this point 18.7. So I entered at a very perfect position because I spotted a doji at this trend, and I also spotted a bullish Mabruzi, and a bullish Mabruzi said buy, and a doji is an indecision which also said buy. And from our trend, it said that it already hit this trend then, but this candlestick broke out that trend. It already broke it out, so it's already a perfect time for you to buy. You understand? Confirmation again, it tried to retest but it didn't retest, so it means it's also going up. It also formed a hammer here, and a hammer in between candlestick. It's a continuation pattern. You understand? So what else should you do? Endeavor that your take profit is in your nearest resistance. So where's our nearest resistance here? I can just use this for that. Where's our nearest resistance here? Our nearest resistance is somewhere around here, as you could see. So boom, it's executed. It already hit our resistance, which is 21 1. Okay, our resistance, which is 27. It's a perfect resistance. So the candlestick already hit the resistance, and it already gave us a perfect profit. You understand? If you watch this is above, I would say it's above, because it's a 4 hours time frame, so this should be above 10 to 15%. You understand? And if you use 10 to 15%, if we were to trade futures on a 10x on average, or a 5x on average, or a 15 or a 20 or 1 to 25x on average, you should know how much you should make in your trade. More than 500% ROI. You understand? So this is very effective and in trading. So that's just that about your trending scalping strategy. If you are still confused, just comment, give a comment section. If you have questions, give comment on the comment section. I'll attend to you, or you hit me up direct. All right, so that is that about the um That's not about the trending scalping strategy. So we'll go to very quick now. We'll go back to the next, which is in our order block. Most of you must have been hearing of order. What's order block? What's order block? It's not easy to comprehend. Yeah, the order block is very confusing. Yes, it's very confusing, but it do happens. The dip we experience in BTC today is because of the order block strategy. It's already there that it has to go down to fill the 17, 18k points, and it's stated it must happen. No matter what, it must happen. You understand? So having this idea, having this knowledge of candlestick is very good, because you can be able to navigate yourself, can be able to go out in any candlestick or in any markets. You can be able to interpret any financial market you find yourself in today. So I don't think we should talk about the scalping the order block scalping strategy. Maybe you guys memorize this for now. You understand? You should memorize this for now. In the next video, I will drop a very, very, very nice, cool training on that of order block, because if I start it now, I don't think we'll be able to round up because of our time. You understand? So I want to make this video to be very short for most of us that need this. You get? So thank you for watching. I want you to hit on the notification icon, subscribe to my channel, also hit on the notification icon to get notified whenever I drop a new video.